You asked me what was missing
What?
from basketball.
You woke me up to tell me that?
It's not fun for me anymore because you're missing.
Professional basketball players are rich and famous, and they're commonly seen in the company of great-looking women. And so here are NBA romances that are on fire. By the way, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our engaging videos, and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. And now let's get into it. LeBron James and Savannah Brinson. The true MVP of the James household, Brinson was the small forward's teammate long before he was collecting championships with Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving, and Anthony Davis. And during that first day to an Akron, Ohio Outback Steakhouse, the cheerleader and softball player had no inkling that the basketball standout from her rival high school would go on to rule the NBA. "I just thought he'd be a hometown hero for his era and would be over," she told Harper's Bazaar. Fast forward a decade or so, and she and the 2003's #1 draft pick were married at an event so star-studded, Beyonce and Jay-Z were on hand to perform their hit Crazy in Love. Now raising their brood of 3 at a $23 million mansion in LA, where James took his trophy-winning talents to the Lakers, "The only reason why I can do what I do at the highest level both on and off the floor is because my best friend got my back regardless of the outcome," he wrote in a November 2019 tribute. "I'm just the car, she's the engine." Kawhi Leonard and Kishali Shipley. A two-time Defensive Player of the Year, the current Los Angeles Clippers forward is also skilled at blocking inquiries into his personal life. At least 6 years into his romance with fellow San Diego State University alum Shipley, neither is even confirmed if they've wed. And fans were surprised to learn last March the two-time champ, who, like his partner, doesn't have a public Instagram, missed a game because Shipley had given birth to their second child, son Mark Leonard. He doesn't give a damn about the stardom. Former coach Greg Popovich has said, daughter Clea Leonard remains unimpressed as well, the 4-year-old choosing the Raptors' victory parade in 2019 as the perfect spot to take a nap. Stephen and Ayesha Curry. Hard to believe the two-time NBA MVP failed to connect on his initial move with now-wife Ayesha. But when the then-Davidson College standout went in for a kiss during hang with his former youth group pal, she ducked. "Thankfully, we had a do-over," she told E! News' Jason Kennedy in October 2017. And a few years after the first kiss in his parents' driveway, back in their hometown of Charlotte, he proposed in that very spot. "Yeah, it was like The Notebook," he told parents. When they discovered months after their 2011 vows they were expecting their first child, future press conference scene stealer Riley Curry, 8, Ayesha worried she'd never fully find her professional footing. But nearly a decade, 2 more kids, and an entire lifestyle empire later, she's done just fine, her list of titles including cookbook author, Food Network personality, model, and philanthropist. Just don't saddle her with the term basketball wife, as she shrewdly pointed out to ABC News. "I mean, I don't think my husband would call himself chef's wife." Bradley Beal and Kamaya Adams Beal. We love a man who stays on brand. Back in 2016, the Washington Wizards guard took the beauty entrepreneur to the top of the Ferris wheel in Vegas and asked me to be your girlfriend, she shared on Instagram. 4 years and 2 cents, 2-year-old Bradley Beal Jr. and 18-month-old Braylon Beal, he brought her to a similar ride in Maryland. "Now the second time we're on a Ferris wheel, I'm asking you to be my wife," the two-time All-Star said in a clip of his January 2020 proposal. Her answer, of course, was an unequivocal yes. "No one else I'd rather spend my life with." The XO by Kamaya founder wrote, "Thank you for helping me evolve into the woman I've become and for constantly challenging me to become better each and every day." Kyle Lowry and Ayanna Cornish Lowry. As St. Joe's best defensive player for 2 consecutive seasons in the mid-2000s, guard Cornish Lowry isn't your typical courtside cheerleader. Sharing with Canadian lifestyle site The Kid in 2019 that she prefers to be close to the action, the mom of sons Carter Lowry 9 and Cameron Lowry 5 says she doesn't just zero in on her husband of 6 years, rather she's taking in every set that the Raptors run. "I don't focus in on just Kyle. I try to watch the whole game and the whole team and see what's going on. I love watching it from a basketball eye." And she's not afraid to give the 6-time All-Star and Olympic gold medalist her take on how he's running the floor. "He'll come up to me during timeouts. That's how close I am," she said of the point guard, her sweetheart since her days at Philadelphia's Cardinal Doherty High. "If I see something, I try to mouth it to him. Maybe he'll get it." Draymond Green and Hazel Renee. The Warriors' outspoken 3-time All-Star isn't exactly known for his subtlety. So when he asked girlfriend Hazel Renee to be his bride in January 2019, he went full-court press. There was a helicopter ride to a yacht filled with her family, friends, and kids, all of Jay 6 and Draymond Jamal Green Jr. 4, a 6-carat Jason of Beverly Hills Diamond, And no less than Golden State coach Steve Kerr spilling the news to the press, after sharing that he and the Empire actress were holding their vows around a planned return trip to the Olympics last summer. COVID-19 forced him to reschedule and focus on a new milestone, welcoming daughter Cash in October 2020. Our journey that we are on has been nothing short of amazing, he wrote in a birthday tribute last April. Through the good and bad times, you continue to be the rock of our family. Russell Westbrook and Nina Westbrook. Known for racking up the points, Washington's latest addition recently took on the role of cheerleader, hyping up his bride as she nailed shot after shot in a March 2020 Instagram video. And it's not as if he was blowing hot air. Now a licensed marriage and couples therapist, Nina was once USLA's fastest player when she spied a flashy young point guard winking at her as he nailed a breakaway dunk. "You were pretty good out there tonight," she reportedly told him after the game. "It's easy to play like that when you have someone to play for," he shot back. More than a decade later, they're juggling their Why Not Children's Foundation with raising 3-year-old son Noah Westbrook, 2-year-old twin daughters Sky Westbrook and Jordan Westbrook, and enjoying the occasional dinner and a movie night in. "There is not a thing you won't do to bring a laughter and joy to our children's life," she raved in a Father's Day post. "You are the coolest dad, the definition of fun and the embodiment of love." Kevin Love and Kate Bach. At this point, it's unclear who gets more play in Sports Illustrated, the Cavaliers' big man or the swimsuit issue cover girl, a fixture since being named Rookie of the Year in 2013. Not that her guy is feeling competitive. "This is a timeless cover," he wrote of the 2020 edition in a congratulatory post. "It could not be a better representation of the beautiful woman you are and continue to be. I'm just so happy for you." Some 5 years in, the New York-based model and the 5-time All-Star power forward aren't sweating their long-distance status. Luckily, it's not very far. Cleveland is only like an hour-long flight from New York, the Vancouver native explained to Ocean Drive back in 2017. "So I go back and forth between here and there and jobs, and then sometimes meet him on the road if it makes sense. So I see him pretty often even though we live in different cities and both travel for work. We make it work." Chris Paul and Jada Crawley. You know your basketball royalty when your wedding party includes LeBron James and his bride Savannah Brinson. In fact, everyone from Dwayne Wade and Carmelo Anthony, plus Gabrielle Union and Lala Anthony, to Ludacris and Kevin Hart turned out for the duo's 2011 Charlotte vows, with no less than Robin Thicke providing the wedding music. And while an in-ceremony performance by gospel legend BB Winans and some 10,000 roses, orchids, and hydrangeas is nice, nothing is more important to the Thunder's 10-time All-Star than his top teammate. His day one since they met at Wake Forest University. "I truly love Jada. She's been there for the ups and the downs," he told Essence of the Philanthropist. Mom to Christopher Paul II, 11, and Cameron Paul, 8. "Basketball isn't going to last forever. Jada and I love spending time with each other genuinely." Which among these romances perked your attention the most? Let us know in the comments section below. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so we continue giving you the best contents. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.